with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here.
Lagging in they keep trying
the
to...
first Super Bowl of the new decade.
No.
Super Bowl 54 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger, able to hit his tight end, Grimble. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
First carry for James Conner. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 29. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
They're going to run. Here's Conner. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it here. This is James White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Heading back out there, Jalen Samuels. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Roethlisberger. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the... So ended up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Ben going to give this one to Counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in.
To have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Brady.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady goes underneath here to White. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously, and he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game, but you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually...
As we get going again, it's Super Bowl 54. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that...
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Brady's throw there complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brady again. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield. You start plotting for this drive. When you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Connor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 27, Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Brady now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Brady's throw caught by Thomas, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than there.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Connor going backwards here on the 1st down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Connor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A very solid gain of 27. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's back to throw.
That's a nice job.
And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, New England.
And top.
Demaryius Thomas.
Jembut.
There to make the grab, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing now is Roethlisberger, and he finds McDonald. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 52 yards. This offense once trailed by 2 touchdowns. Now they've got a chance to take the lead. 1st and goal. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goal.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here's Brady. He gets it to Thomas. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Again, a run with Conner. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision. And the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Michelle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Michelle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare
Memang
for a
Tom
game,
Brady
we look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's
brengsek.
interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all state quarterbacks.
Jancuk memang Tom Brady.